93.5 The Move.
Toronto's hip hop.
Hi, what's going on? It's Mastermind. Welcome to it, the Hot 6 and the 6, and a very, very special guest who happened to come home last night. And I say home because it's forever going to be home, dog. Tory Lanez.
Yeah, what's up, Toronto? We in the building. What's going on?
In the building.
One umbrella in the belly. Yeah.
Dog, there's a lot going on. Well, first of all, congratulations on the #1 rap album debut that happened in Billboard.
Thank you.
It was a couple of weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
First of all, you released 2 albums in a span of like eight months, maybe?
Yeah. It was, I think one was in March. Other one was in October.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Your work ethic is crazy because on top of your own material, you're like on everybody's record.
Yeah, man. You know, I record myself in a room in my house. So I kind of eliminate like all of the having to go this way and that way with that, you know.
So people send stuff to you. Okay, here's the other question then. How do you decide what you're going to collab on?
I feel like, if it feels good and it feels organic and it feels like it has the potential to go somewhere, then I'm gonna give it what it needs. You feel me? If it's a record that I don't feel like is really, I'm gonna tell the person, this ain't it, chief. Like,
okay,
send something else. Let's make another vibe, or I'll send you something that's.
So you'll try to work with them. You'll try to make it happen.
I got a lot of stuff, man. I got records for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you don't feel like at all there's like an oversaturation potential. You feel underrated, don't you?
I always feel underrated, even when people tell me I'm on top or people tell me that, I'm at this place. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's more so about me just rising to the top and me becoming everything that I believe that I am.
Right.
And everything that I've been called to be by God. So,
dog, you're still hungry. Even #1 rap album, Grammys, the nominations, all that. Like, dude, you are still hungry.
I'm hungry, very hungry, man. I want it all.
All right, listen, we're going to talk about everything, including the hot topic about you, like, battling. You're really like, I want all the smoke.
All smoke. All smoke. Century Sam.
Yeah. Dog, we're going to talk about how Toronto breeds MCs and what you came from, because I remember seeing videos of you in high school battling dudes.
Yeah.
So
we come from that, from the sport of going back and forth like that. That's what I come from.
Right, 100%. All right, so this is an all Tory Lanez Hot 6 and the 6 because, when you think about, dude's a superstar. He's in the building.
Oh, man, thank you. You're making me blush.
I'm not trying to gas you, B. I'm just like,
I appreciate it, man,
I remember the origins and to where you are now. And it's when people see it, it especially coming from this city, it means a lot, right?
Nah, definitely.
All right, Tory Lanez, Bryson Tiller, keep in touch. Let's go.
The Hot 6 and the 6.
#6.
Still joining there. I was like, I don't know last time you were here, but that stretch on the 401 to get into Yorkdale, that's a mess, B. They got construction happening, and I'm like,
it's crazy.
It ain't smooth. Like,
it's been crazy all of our lives. Like, you see, they're still doing construction. I feel like they've been doing construction for like 90 years.
Dude, we can talk about construction in this city forever, right?
So many traffic jams because of construction.
So how did that collab come about, you and Bryson?
It's actually crazy. We actually both ended up on a flight coming from Toronto going to Miami, and we both ended up in first class. And he was in the row beside me, and then he ended up switching with the lady next to me. And we just had this long conversation. We ended up talking throughout. That was like the first time we ever even like really.
All right.
Yeah, that was like the first time we ever. I seen him a couple other times, but that was the first time we ever really spoke.
Right.
And then we was just talking about like music and putting music together, and we talked the whole flight. And we really just kind of leveled on a certain level in a certain place, and it ended up being a fruitful conversation, which ended up being the song.
But after that record came out, there was a lot of talk about you guys gonna potentially do a collab album together.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it was, and even we still talk about it to this day. I think it's just a matter of like getting together and just doing a bunch of records with people. I'm on something right now where I want to start something like a my world to your world kind of situation, where it's like I go and I do 5-6 songs with an artist and just see what comes out. And we keep it minimal, but it's still a this is what we did,
Right. So the new album, Love Me Now, it's like a question. Love Me Now. How do you say it? Love Me Now?
Love Me Now.
All right. You got a lot of collabs on there. And remember when the album dropped, there was this thing called the Ferris Wheel Challenge?
Yeah.
What was that all about?
It was just a bunch of people jumping on tables and just wilding out. No matter where you was at, you just jump on the table and start wilding to the song.
All right.
And it's like all the funny dudes. I don't know. Shiggy did it, and Randy did it, and Dan Rue, and a lot of people. So shout out to everybody who did it. It was funny. You know, it's crazy. The video for Ferris Wheel is about to come out now, so and it's about to.
It's about to drop?
Yeah, it's about to do some things.
Well, all right.
I'm shooting videos for everything on this project.
Oh, dope. I know you're big into visuals and stuff, so that's dope.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ferris Wheel, collaboration with Trippie Redd. That's our song right now. Let's do it. Tory Lanez live in the Made in Toronto studios.
Yeah.
Toronto's Hip Hop 93.5 The Move. Toronto's Hip Hop 93.5 The Move. Ferris Wheel, Tory Lanez featuring Trippie Redd. It's an all Tory Lanez. Let me turn your mic on. There's an all Tory Lanez Hot 6 of the 6 because the boy is back in Toronto, and we're getting some texts here at 416-870-1935. Let me read some of them. I guess we could. Okay, so the song's going to be in the countdown, but they want to know how the Wheezy remix came about.
The Wayne remix actually came about from Mac Main.
Okay.
Actually, no, it dates back a little further back. Actually, when me and Mac had spoke about doing Louisiana Fest,
right?
And I did it just like off of the strength and the love. And then when it was time for a record, you know, and this is one of my favorite artists as well. But when it was time to do the record, he had just been finished doing the Carter 5, right?
Yeah, Carter 5.
Yeah, he just finished doing the Carter 5, and I guess he was just still on that hot streak and just did my record right after and just
So,
kept
dog,
it pushing.
as a fan, do you trip out like when you get word like, yo, I'm doing I'm jumping on your joint? Do you get excited?
I get excited when the song comes back. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of moments where I've gotten excited before, and then
that's how I felt when I was waiting for you to come here tonight. I'm like, I'll get excited when dude's in the lobby.
Nah, I would never. Once I told you I was coming, you knew I was coming out.
All right.
It didn't matter what was going on today.
I respect that. Tasha, I don't know why girls ask this, but Tasha wants to know if you have a girlfriend.
No, I don't have a current girlfriend. Man.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Well, and since it's legal here, the question is, these are really interesting questions. Would you rather smoke a Backwood or a Century Sam?
A Backwood any day of the week. I just feel like, if you want to smoke a cardboard box, then go get a Century Sam. I mean...
I don't smoke either way, but okay. Somebody wanted us to wheel back the Ferris wheel. We can't do that. But what we can talk about this. So you went to Drake's birthday party. There was a period of time, and we talked about it back in March when you were here. There was a period of time when we thought, the city would never kind of come together, and two superstars like that on a certain level, kind of mending fences. And then there was some Instagram posts that were going around with regards to collaborations. And the fact that, maybe the two of you are going to work together. And he liked one of those posts, so he was kind of like co-signing it.
Yeah.
And apparently the boy is in town, and you're in town. And I mean, is there any possibility of you guys ever getting on a track together?
Well, he's in town right now.
Yeah, apparently he IG'd from his condo.
Oh, so Dog's them are in Toronto, huh?
So Dog is in Toronto.
Nah, yeah, for sure, man. I mean, look, man. I think everything in life has to be organic, and when I think when we get a moment in time to really work, us having schedules that we have, I think when we get a moment, chance, time to work,
right?
I think it's just gonna be organic and it's gonna be done,
Dude, that'll break the internet when that happens. That would be stupid fire, dog.
Be real
really?
fire.
Okay, I got the texts are really coming in now, so we're gonna keep it moving. So let's talk about this collab real quick. You and Meek.
Okay, yeah.
Talk us through this.
Yeah, Meek, fresh when he got out of jail, man. One of the first records he did was this Drip Drip. I knew Meek for years. Meek was on one of my first projects.
Right.
Swavy mixtape. That's like back in the day. And I knew Meek for years, so every time we link up, it's always been like a good vibe. That's why the energy of our records are always so, it's like a different feel every single time we get together and every time we link up. So,
dog, this song slaps. Like, I remember when it dropped and we had it in the Hot 6 all the time. Like, every time I listen to it and I cranked it up, it really knocks.
It does.
It knocks, dude.
Nah, it really does.
All right, I don't know what number. I think we're at number 4. Drip, drip, drip. Tory Lanez, Meek Mill. It's the Tory Lanez takeover, because I guess you're taking over the Hot 6.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, let's do it. my mic on. There we go. Toronto's Hip Hop 93.5 The Move. Hot 6 of the 6. It's Mastermind. And Tory Lanez is in the building. The boys surprisingly
We in the
came
building
back.
right now. We in the Billy doing real good.
You can check us. You can check the whole thing live on Facebook Live right now on our page at 93.5 The Move. You can still get them texts into us. Let's talk about the hot topic. I don't know. You got to tell me how this whole thing started between you and Joyner Lucas. Like,
Oh, nah, I was on my live, you know what I'm saying, talk how I talk, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
telling the world that I felt like, you know, I ain't think anybody could really mess with me when it came to
you are
lyrical
not
ability.
lacking in the confidence department, son.
I'm not lacking in any of the departments when it comes to music, period. Like,
Right.
For me, I feel like I just genuinely don't see it, so.
But why him? Like, why?
Nah, so let me explain to you what happened. So
All right.
I was on my live, and then they was just bringing up a bunch of names. You know, they was bringing up a bunch of dudes, Pusha T, Wale, Big Sean, a bunch of dudes that I was like lyrically, I know I wash, but it was one of those situations where they kept bringing up these dudes, and then somebody brought up the Joyner kid, and I was like, so Joyner? I mean, like, he's nice,
Right.
but he can't F with me on no kind of level, you feel me? So then he posted a video. If you gonna say this, we should get on the same beat and do X, Y, Z, and 50 other things. And I was like,
So he presented it to you.
yeah, he presented it to me.
Okay.
It was like, all right, well, you know. So then I went on one of his beats, but I wasn't dissing him. It was just showcasing my bars.
Okay.
And then he then decided to start dissing me.
Okay.
So then I came back on the same
So
beat.
this was the first record was the Lucky 7 joint or whatever?
Yeah, so technically what you really supposed to be, what you gotta have here, and when you look at this, is you gotta go to his verse on Lucky 7 and go to my verse on Lucky 7 and just judge that for the showcase of whose bars were better. Not
okay.
about who was dissing who, just whose bars were better.
All right.
Then we dissed each other on Liddy again,
Okay.
right?
So he jumped on Liddy again, you jumped on Liddy again.
Exactly.
All right.
And he got bodies. Put that kid in the casket.
Okay.
Sorry. Send my condolences to his parents and to his, I think he has a son. I send my condolences to his son. I'm sorry, I put your father in the casket. But it's not even, you know, he came back with some other stuff that was whacker than the stuff he came with the first time.
You know what I noticed though? Like anytime anybody comes at you, it's always the same. Like they use the same insults.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like people think like the hairline thing is no, guys, I got my hairline fixed. I spent a lot of bread on it. It costs money.
Right.
I don't know where and what point of this. I know that at some point your hairline is gonna get to where mine was at, and you're gonna need what I got. So it doesn't. I just you know, I let people talk until they go through the situation. I ain't worried about it.
Right.
For me, I mean, I like it though, because it kind of reminds me that it's like, whatever you guys think you can put against me, I could flip it on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just waiting. I really already annihilated the kid, but it's like, I might give him one more smack. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Like,
Okay, so then he jumped on the ZZ thing. Was it yesterday or something?
yeah, he jumped on the ZZ.
And I like how you listened to it on your IG Live and you kind of just rated it.
He jumped on the ZZ song. We ZZ'd on it. It was here today and gone tomorrow. Man, nobody cared.
All right.
But things don't go without retaliation.
Okay. All right. Do we have something? Like, could we world premiere it?
You know.
I mean, we don't have to.
I really should just give Toronto this moment, right?
Oh, dude, like that would be something, wouldn't it?
Don't worry, we'll get you the cleans, Mastermind.
All right.
We'll get you the clean version.
Okay, cool. Well, you know, speaking of, dude, I was so surprised. Like, not to discredit anything, but when this song dropped and I would see it play in the clubs here in the city, I was like, yo, it is like legit big. Like, Shooters?
Yeah, man.
That's a joint, B.
Yeah, no, thank you, man. That was like one of my favorite records, honestly, is Shooters. Shooters is probably one of my hottest records. I got a Juno. Shout out to the Junos for that.
All right. It's on right now.
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it. Tory Lanez, Shooters.
Yeah.
That's your number 3 song right there. Tory Lanez, Takeover here in the Hot 6 in the 6 in the Made in Toronto studios. Let's do some shout out. We've got some people who are just texting like crazy. So Jessica says, what's up? can't. Some people ain't putting their names. Shout out Andre and his mom Diana. Somebody sent a picture. People are shooting their shots over here, dog.
Somebody sent them.
Yeah, they're shooting shots over here.
Did she look good?
I'll show you after.
Okay.
I'm not, you know what I mean? I'll show you. It's all good. Okay, so listen, you're trying to get smoke with everybody. So obviously you got this battle.
Nah, it's not even that. I didn't even say that. I think there's a misconception here. I'm not trying to get smoke out of nobody.
Okay.
My whole thing is just like I genuinely want to know who is the top 5 of right now. Okay. And if I'm not in the
conversation.
No. If I'm not the number 1 dude on the list, then who is? Because that's where I'm trying.
I like it.
That's who you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the dude who's at the top should feel okay with defending that spot.
Right.
You feel me?
I hear you. Listen,
that's all I'm saying.
I'm all about it. I'm like an old school dude. I'm all about lyrics. I understand the bravado when it comes to hip hop. I understand that when hip hop first originated, it was about who is the best, and it should still be that in 2018, right?
Facts. So you know what I'm saying, it's too much buddy in hip hop now. Like,
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Buddy,
I love
cool.
the collaborations of music. That's incredible. Like,
yeah,
it should always be collaborative music and things of that nature. But it's a lot of buddy, yo, I don't want to say this about him, or I don't want to. I just kind of felt like, yo, at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna say whatever comes to mind, whatever I say. Like, you feel me? Like,
I've never known you. I've never known you to bite your tongue.
Yeah, like, I felt like there was a time where I felt like I had to keep things very political and very like. But it's like at the end of the day, like, anybody who ever had a legacy was never somebody who held their tongue. And all the people who have the craziest legacies are people who just did whatever they felt in the moment and never cared. And so at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying, about what anybody thinks about.
People who can make hit records and spit bars, I hold them in very high regard, because sometimes it's only one or the other. It's either you're a rapper who can spit bars, but you can't make any songs, or you can make great songs, but your bars are trash. And again, for me, it's like, I like hearing albums and songs and going, yo, because I even told you got the one line where you're like, Jimmy Iovine, because I got the scope on you, or whatever it was. I got you in a scope.
Yeah.
Like, there's bars, right?
Nah, thank you. I appreciate that, man. For real.
Okay, so but you know, I've been seeing some IG stories and some tweets, and people are just throwing names at you, and you're like, yo, give me Cole. Please give me Cole. Give me Pusha. But so you're like,
nah, because people keep saying, like, yo, this is the guy who's going to tell you that it's It's like, no, this is not the guy that's going to tell me Like, and if you believe this is the guy, then bring him. Like
step
tell
up,
him to
go.
step up.
Right.
Let's get it. Like, it's not no beef. It's just lyrics. That's what the great thing about
steel
this is.
Steel sharpens steel.
That's what the great thing about this is. This is literally hip hop for hip hop. Like, it's not about nothing else, nothing deeper. It's about hip hop for hip hop.
Right. So you're not, they got to understand that, though. It's just bars.
That's all it is.
It's all it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's just about what we do best.
All right, Love Me Now is the album that debuted at #1 a couple of weeks ago. It's the brand new album. It's the second album from Tory Lanez in less than 8 months. Talk about the fact that Memories Don't Die, how great that album was, and then he backed it up with another album that is just as great 8 months later.
Yeah, thank you.
With tons of... actually, so let's talk about this collaboration. Chris Brown, Lil Baby. I heard that maybe there's going to be a collab album between you and Chris Brown.
Yeah, well, me and Chris, we did a bunch of records. I went and showed him a bunch of records, and he just... same way I work is the same way he works, and we just knocked out like 7, 8 records in like a matter of...
finished?
And yeah, like in a matter of like...
Wow.
Real short. Like, it didn't take... It's like we locked in and went in, and I don't know. It's just done quickly.
All right. Well, this is a standout on Love Me Now. It's called Flexible. So it is Chris Brown and Lil Baby and Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez in the main in Toronto studios here. We appreciate you coming through. We're gonna keep going though.
Let's get it, man. We in the building. Let's
all right. Toronto's hip hop. 93.5 The Move.
Toronto's hip hop.
All right. If you're just joining us, Tory Lanez has been our guest for the entire Hot Six.
Yes, sir.
We've been doing a Tory Lanez takeover, playing some songs, some stellar standout songs from the new album Love Me Now. By the way, congratulations once again on the #1 debut.
No, thank you.
Is that first? Is that a first for you?
Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah, first time I ever got like a #1 album on Billboard.
Wow. Congratulations, my guy.
Yeah.
That's dope. Our plaque is going to look real nice
Oh, I got y'all.
Right
I got
over there.
y'all. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna get y'all a big one.
A giant black
one takes over all the walls.
Son, I'm down for that. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for coming in. Let me just back this up. So you released 2 albums in 1 year, and then there was rumors that you were going to do a because you did the Pa Me record, right? With Ozuna or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there a whole Spanish album coming?
Yeah, there is a whole Spanish album coming. It's like 9-10 songs long.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of good features on it, a lot of good people on it, and
right.
The sound is amazing, and it's predominantly Spanish.
Did that happen naturally while living in Miami, or what happened?
I got this app called Duolingo.
Oh.
And it helps me learn Spanish.
No doubt, I bet.
That's why the song Pa Me was so simple, because those are the first 4 words I learned. Lo siento.
Right.
Esta noche.
That's crazy.
It was like the first couple words I learned, you know.
All right, leave me with something that no one else has. Like, give me something that I could be like, yo, we got the exclusive. Sorry, hold on.
I mean, is this like the first time?
Nah, we played it.
Okay,
We run that. Man.
Nah, I mean, it's a lot of good stuff on the way. Chicks Tape 5 is on the way.
Right, I read that.
Chicks Tape 5 is on the way.
Let me ask you something. What do you think the appeal is? Like, people love
the Chicks Tape because it brings them back down to a place of nostalgia. It doesn't matter how old you are. The first Chicks Tape was like very early 80s inspired. The second Chicks Tape was like 90s. I mean, was like late 80s inspired.
Right.
The third Chicks Tape was like... Actually, my bad. The second Chicks Tape was like early 90s. Third Chicks Tape was like mid 90s. Fourth Chicks Tape was like 2001.
Right.
This Chicks Tape is like 2003, 2000. It's like 2000.
So you're already working on it.
Yeah, it's 2002 to 2008.
All right.
It's crazy.
If you need an A&R, my daughter will help you with that.
She's gonna love all the records, man. We remixed some of the craziest songs, like, you know, things that are really classic from that time.
Right. All right, listen, I don't think in the history of this radio station have we talked so long to one person, but it's Tory Lanez.
Oh, man, for sure.
Coming back to Toronto.
Love.
And we appreciate you. My bosses are like, yo, why are you talking so much? Because it's Tory Lanez.
Shout out to everybody,
that's why,
man. Shout out to the whole
Let's give this man some applause. Here we go, right there. Okay, so if you missed it, the Lil Wayne collaboration on Talk to Me happened super organically.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things, and dude killed it. Like, the song's popping already.
Yeah, it's already.
And then dude just
took it to the next level.
Yeah,
Plus, you got a new fresh verse from me on there as well.
Right.
And you know everything's fresh, man. Let's get into that.
Right now, it's your #1 song.